Hey guys, this is Atlas, and welcome back to our Pokémon Unbound Let's Play, specifically the decennial episode of Pokémon Unbound. When we left off in the last episode, we beat the gym leader here in Blizzard City, Alice, and we added a new member to the team. If you look in the top right-ish of the screen, you can see Pharaoh, the Flaffy, I believe? Yes, Flaffy. I'm terrible at remembering his name. But Bite and Nala were the only ones who didn't faint in that gym battle. If you remember last episode, the gym battle was actually a bit of a struggle. But we beat it. And so now we are on to continue on with the story in this decennial episode of Pokémon Unbound. Where will it take us? Well, let's see. We're going outside the gym doors. We'll lead. Back outside the Blizzard City, and Alice stops us. Zach, I forgot to show you something. Please come with me to the KBT Expressway. For some reason, the entrance to the KBT Expressway has frozen over. As a gym leader of this city, it's my job to take care of it. Watch how I can use the move Rock Smash to break the ice. Gliscor, use Rock Smash. Gliscor, return. Just face a cracked face with the Pokemon that can learn Rock Smash, and you'll be able to break it by pressing A. And if you have Quick HMs turned on, the rock will go away instantly. You won't even be asked if you want to break it first. I hope you understand the basics of using Rock Smash now. I have to get back to the gym, so I'll see you again another time. Well, thank you, Alice, for the rundown on Rock Smash. We are going to go to the Pokemon Center, though, and heal our Pokemon really quickly. If I can find the Pokemon Center, that is. Huh. You know, I didn't actually explore Blizzard City a ton before starting the gym last episode. There's the Pokemon, so maybe the Pokemon Center's on the opposite side. Or maybe it's up here. No, we just came from there. Although Alice has a quest for us, so we might talk to her here in a second. Is the Pokemon Center up here? Over here? Is there just not a Pokemon Center in this town? Am I blind? I must be blind, right? Well, I guess I was gonna do the Pokemon after, but we'll go inside the Pokemon. Oh, and there's two service people here. We can buy the TMs. TMs for Shockwave, Rock Tomb, Brine, Venoshock, Blow Sweep, Pluck, Bulldoze. Oh, that's it. Bulldoze isn't a bad HM, but I think Earthquake would be better for Bite, so we're not gonna buy Bulldoze. But we will buy 10 Pokeballs. And I think I'll actually buy one more to bring us to 25. But then, I think we will buy 24 Great Balls to bring us to 25 Great Balls. Because now we have 25 Great Balls, and actually, we will just buy 25 more Pokeballs so that we're at 50 Pokeballs and 25 Great Balls. And I think buying some potions would be good. We have plenty of money to spend, so we might as well just spend all of it. Not actually, but... And we'll buy 5 revives to go alongside of it, and we just spent 90% of our fortune. And so... now we go try to find the Pokemon Center again. Maybe it's just all the way down on this side? Yes, it is. There we go. So we will come in here and talk to Nurse Joy and get our Pokemon healed, and then we will go through the tunnel there at the KBT Expressway. Or, no, we'll talk to Alice first and get that quest, and then we'll go through the KBT Expressway. I think it's interesting, though, that Rock Smash can break things like those thin ice walls instead of just rocks. Adds a little bit of more usefulness to HMs. I think HMs are fine when they're used the way they are, so you don't have to teach Pokemon them. Here we go. Ah, Zach, good of you to drop by. Have you ever heard of saying? Oh, sort of saying my grandmother used to be fond of. If humans were meant to fly, we'd have wings like Gligar, and feathers like a Pidgeotto. Well, I'm pretty sure I've got the first part down, but I might need a little bit of help for the second. So if you have any time today, would you be willing to help a nice lady out? Sure. Ah, excellent. Then let me explain the problem here. I need the feathers necessary to finish the wings I've been working on. But not just any feathers would do. I need pretty wings. 20 of them to be exact. I mean, I could use other wings, but a lady's gotta have nice things, right? So if you could fetch me 20 of those pretty wings and bring them here, there'll be something nice in it for you too. You can find pretty wings being carried by Wild Wingull and Pelipper. If you have a Pokemon with Thief, Covet, or Knockoff, getting those pretty wings will be a lot easier. I recommend Knockoff the most because it saves you having to take the item from your Pokemon. Also, a Pokemon with Compound dies a Super Luck at the front of the party increases the odds of wild Pokemon holding items, so keep that in mind. And that is a quest that we will not be doing because that sounds very, very boring. So we're going to go up to the KBT Expressway here and go through. Oh, look at that. Just a little drop down. Oh, I did not mean to encounter a wild Pokemon, but yeah, we did. And it's a Zubat, not like we have our own Golbat. So we're just gonna not run away because we can't escape. That's unfortunate. Pharaoh is a little underleveled, so we might as well use a Charge Beam just to get the experience for Pharaoh here. Or, you know, Pharaoh just immediately gets poisoned too. That's very cool. And definitely not annoying in the slightest. And the Zubat didn't even faint. That's amazing. You know, we'll just use another Charge Beam here. And then... okay, we paralyze it. So if we were running to catch that Zubat, that'd be good. But we're just gonna use another Charge Beam. And the Zubat should faint. And then we'll be good. We'll get XP. And it'll be perfect. Maybe even enough XP to level up. Not quite. And no one else on the team leveled up. So now, I'm going to go heal Pharaoh really quick so we can try KBT Expressway very briefly. Let's catch you in a second. Just like that. Just a quick little break. Now that our Pokemon are healed, we'll go back down here and try this again. Oh my gosh. Is this just an infinite loop? Oh, it's not. It's just completely broken. Exit D, Blizzard City. Could something dig through it? Oh, is dig like an HM? Huh. I wonder what trainers or Pokemon or what we'll encounter here. But this is a rather interesting, and the music's a banger, so I enjoy walking through here. And there's rocks there. Oh, wait. Do we not have a Pokemon that can learn Rock Smash? Or we need Rock Smash? No, we don't have Rock Smash. We need Rock Smash. Well, where do we get Rock Smash from? Mission log. Get Rock Smash from the Cut Master's friend in Blizzard City. Well, who is that? Huh. Well, I guess we'll go see who he is right now. Ho ho ho. The look on your face is priceless. Don't worry, my friend. The Cut Master told me you were coming. Ah, so I was right. I've been saying that to every person who's walked through my door since I've received his call. But you're the first first person to have a look of relief on their face. And there's Rock Smash. I know we needed to get it from someone. That HM contains Rock Smash if it wasn't already obvious. You can use it to smash any cracked rocks in your path. Just remember, in order to use Rock Smash, you first need to obtain Blizzard City's gym badge. And now that we have that, we can walk right through this doorway and be back in the KBT Expressway. Just like that. See what the power of editing can do. So we are just going to run over here very quickly. And now that we're here at the rocks, we'll just press A on them and break them. Oh, or get encountered by a wild Pokemon. That works too. So Geodude. Unfortunately, we already have a full team, and I don't really like Geodude that much as a Pokemon. So we will just leave it be. But it looks like... Yep. Keep going up. No, we go right, up, and then right. But then if we keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and keep going, this is a very boring segment, but if we just keep going, and keep walking, we'll get there eventually. We might speed through this just a tiny bit, so that it's not boring. And now that we're here, we'll step right out. And we're in the Frozen Heights now. Forest Underground Highway. Although I distinctly remember the Frozen Heights being about where we started our journey. Am I wrong? I feel like that's almost where we started our journey, so I'll check the town map. And I am not wrong, because this is Route 1. Huh. Maybe I went to the wrong place? No, Blizzard City. Where am I supposed to be going? Ah, down here, Fall Shore City. Did I go the wrong direction? Am I supposed to be going, like, down on the KBT Expressway, maybe? I think that might make more sense. You know what? We'll try that really quickly. And I'll see you there, if that turns out to be the case. And here we are. Finally at the right place, we see Jax with his Staraptor. Staraptor! Use Aerial Ace! Tell me how to get past the barrier on Route 9. I don't have time to deal with the shadows. And why would I? If you think a simple surprise attack on me is enough to remove it, you're sorely mistaken. Your silly attempts to play hero are tiring. Alakazam! Get rid of him. Oh, he might just get thrown into the water. Gah! My body won't do as it's told. Oh, wow. Good work. Return, Alakazam. Now that that's been taken care of, I better get back to Route 9. Ah. KBT Expressway Forces. But we're here in Fall Shore City. And Jax is here. Gah! That shadow admin really ticks me off. There has to be some way onto Route 9. Zach! I hope you didn't, see that. Well, I was just caught off guard. Never mind. Listen, I need to ask you a favor. I know my grandpa asked you to head to the Thundercat Mountain, but before you do, would you mind lending me a hand first? See, the shadows put up some sort of invisible barrier around the route I was trying to fly to. I need help, either taking it down or finding another way onto Route 9. Do you think you could spare a moment to do that? Thanks, Zach. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to find some way onto Route 9 from Telltown. You should probably try something similar. Oh! You'll need to take Route 10 to get to Telltown, so this could help you out get over there quickly. A Max Repel. Make your way down to Route 10 and to Telltown. I gotta be honest, I have no idea where Telltown is. But we are going to talk to Nurse Joy here, heal their Pokemon very briefly, just like that. That? And now that we're done waiting, we'll walk outside and Inverse Battle House. Okay. Mission HQ, come get your next job. I'm good. I don't need too many more missions. I already got a lot. I do need to look at the town map again, though, because I have no idea where I am going. Telltown. To the left. Okay. So I might be heading the correct direction. One can hope. Boats that will not take me anywhere, sadly. I have no idea how I get left unless I go up and then left. Ah, here we go. Route 10. Route 10, Autumn River, Telltown, and Auburn Waterway. So we are going the correct direction. This is a very gorgeous route, though. Reminds me of that one Autumn route in X and Y. I really like how this looks. It is a very, very pretty route. We might, however, just to get a little more done in this episode, just speed through this a little bit. I'll let you enjoy the music, though. A little break. We can see here that Tim, our Spiel, evolved into Celio. Pretty cool. And here, we're finally here, with Jax. He says, let me in, but let's see what else he has to say. I swear, as soon as this barrier is disintegrated, I'm coming for you, grunts. Good luck with that. This barrier isn't coming down until we've completed our operation. There's no way you're getting in. Ah! Come on, Staraptor, there has to be another way onto the route. Maybe there's a secret underground passageway in town. Let's go look around. Huh. Look around on Telltown and find a way into Route 9. Well, now that we're here in Telltown, I guess it doesn't hurt to try looking around. But, quickly, we'll heal our Pokemon. Like that. And now we'll just peruse around to see if we can find a secret underground tunnel. Talk to people. Let's see. Okay, so this lady is going to look at our Pokédex. Do we think we've seen at least 30 different types of Pokemon? We have. We've caught 40. And we get a dowsing machine. That's useful. I don't know if I'll actually use it at all, but still very cool. And we'll talk to the scientist over there with a quest if this lady will stop talking. There we go. Quest? Greetings, Zach. I am a researcher studying seasonal form changes of Pokemon. Since the seasons do not change in Boreas, I'm very interested in learning how certain Pokemon change form in this region. Would you like to help me with my research? Splendid! I'm currently researching a Pokemon known as Sawsbuck. To start off the research, I'd like to study a Sawsbuck in its spring form. Ha. Well, good luck with that. That is for a later date. We will continue to look around at these houses to see if somebody has an underground tunnel. Maybe this does. Oh, well, this is the name raider, but we know where the name raider. We know where the name raider is now. And now we're gonna check this house. And there is a secret underground way. Here we go. When she moved away, she forced her to install a path between her houses. You're welcome to use it if you like. My mother lives on Route 9. How useful is that? Oh, and you have to have a motorbike down there? Oh. Interesting. So this is an underground pathway between the two different houses here. Huh. That's actually really, really cool. And it happens to be plot convenient, because now we are on Route 9, I believe. Oh, the mother just said she'd commit terrible crimes for her daughter. Interesting. But here we are, on Route 9. And that means that we've gotten around that secret bubble or whatever it is. The barrier, that's what it is. But now there's a Team Shadow Grunt. What? How'd you get past that barrier? Which means it looks like it's time to fight Team Shadow Grunt, who's sending out a Golbat, who should likely be very little of a problem for our Pharaoh here. Because we can just use Charge Beam, and then that should do a fair amount of damage in one hit. Oh, and it paralyzes the Golbat too, that's amazing. Pharaoh used the Charge Beam. And our special attack rose, which is even better for us, because that means another Charge Beam will do more damage. Although with it paralyzed, an Electro Ball might be super effective. Because now we're faster. At least I think we are. So we'll try using an Electro Ball, although it doesn't matter because just about any attack would fade this Golbat at this point. But I will take that fate, because now we should gain some good experience from that for Pharaoh. Yeah, 1,000 experience, that's good for us. Gain Cross Gear to level 33. Let's see, Shadow Grunt's about to use Haunter. I guess we can probably switch out our Pokemon. You know what? Let's use Tim. Tim just recently evolved in this episode, so might as well, right? So it has Haunter, and so we will use Aurora Beam, because it has Stab. And here we go. That does a fair amount of damage to the Hunter. Not as much as I'd like, but you know, at the same time, you can't just paint every Pokemon in one hit. That's no fun. So we'll use another Aurora Beam, which now still isn't quite enough to paint it, unfortunately. So we'll finish it off with a Brine. Just switching up the moves. Why not? Oh, that Hex did a fair amount of damage to us. But luckily, the Brine is enough to take the Haunter out. And we gained a fair amount of experience points. FireRed grew to level 28, which is good for us. And we defeated the Shadow Grunt. Shoot! And we got some good money for winning. You're in for a real shock, kid. I just called back all the grunts to the barrier. So now we're all over this route. And there's Jax. Zach! So you found the hidden passageway too, I see. But it looks like we'll have to fight a ton of shadows to fight through just to get to my grandpa's friend. Actually, why don't we team up? That way we can move quicker. And so now, we're going with Jax. Great! The root's pretty big, so it looks like a two-trainer job. Why don't you take the lead? I'll support the Pokemon and keep them healed. Let's do this thing, Zach! In the first, yep. That Shadow Grunt dashed away. It's kind of funny. So let's see. Where do we have to go to? Telltown, Frost Mountain. There's a Shadow Grunt up there. There's a Shadow Grunt here. Huh. I have no idea actually where we are supposed to go. We might as well battle one Shadow Grunt and see if they say anything. What? The kid's here? I thought Miss Ivory set up a psychic barrier so that brats like you wouldn't get in. Well, I guess I'll earn myself a sweet bonus by beating you. Or so he thinks. See, the double apostrophe team here, Team Shadow, and this grunt who wants to battle us will be no match for my Flaffy and Jax's Staraptor. See, they have a Woobat and a Sprout, which isn't going to be a great combination because we can use Charge Beam against the Woobat there, which should, or we'll just use Charge Beam against the Sprout since Staraptor got a critical hit areas. That works too. It doesn't change the super effectiveness anyways, because at least Scrub is still a water type. It's Dragale that's a dragon poison type instead. But the Scrub used Water Pulse, and that wasn't great. It's alright. Now, the Grunt has a Golbat. So I say we use another Charge Beam against the Scrub just to take it down. Or no, Staraptor takes it down. You know, Jax and I really need to communicate, because it could have used an Aerial Ace on the Golbat in my Charge Beam, could have taken it down, but now it's going to have to take 2 attacks to take the Scrub down, even though it only would have taken 1. Thank you though, Jax, thank you very much. The Scrub is now fainted, and so now, Tim grew to level 33. That's good for us. Let's see. I think we should use a Charge Beam against the Golbat there. Staraptor's going to use another Close Combat, and it's not going to be effective. I have no idea why it keeps using Close Combat, because it's just lowering its own attack stats and defense stats. Okay, just defense stats. But, whoops, sorry for that. And the Charge Beam missed. That's great for us. Let me look. Okay. Used Aerial Ace this time, better than Close Combat. But we might fade from this. No, not quite. One Charge Beam should be enough to take it down now. See, that's what good teamwork looks like. Only took a few turns for Jax to finally learn it, but we got it done. And Ironhide grew to level 28, which is good for us, because that means that Pharaoh and Ironhide are catching up. But, where'd she go? Where'd she go? That is the real question. I guess I'll see you in a second when we find out where Jax's grandfather's friend is. Wasn't that a mouthful? here we go. Our Pharaoh just evolved into Ampharos, which is why I nicknamed my Flappies and the little ones Pharaoh, because Ampharos, Pharaoh, makes sense. But now Pharaoh is trying to learn Thunder Punch. So we might as well teach it Thunder Punch. But over what move? Probably Electro Ball. Ampharos isn't necessarily inherently fast, and while Cotton Spore and Electro Ball is a good combo, Thunder Punch is going to be a lot more useful, I think. Now, continuing onwards. And now we are here with Jax talking to us some more. Looks like we're on the path, looks like the path to the house is on our right, Zach. Just a mysterious nothing there. Let's hurry that way before it's too late. And one more wild Pokemon before we get to that Pokeball there. But there is an Autumn Deerling there, which is a rather cute Pokemon. But we will not be catching it because I do not feel like it, because we already have a Deerling. And so I think that makes a fair amount of sense. But now, whether or not we can get away from this battle because Staraptor's Intimidate is taking so long. There, now we run away. So we're just going to snag that Revive off the ground. That's a very good find. And now run into the path here. The Oshel Woods. Now we have to save that family member friend from Team Shadow. I'm Ivory's last line of defense. You may have been able to break your way onto the route, but you want to be able to break through me. I actually highly doubt that, because our team is a fair amount stronger than it was, because now both Pharaoh and Tim have evolved. Gorgeist and Eradicate aren't going to do anything, because Ironhide here is also quite the Pokemon. And we have to, of course, wait through Staraptor's Intimidate, like every time, because you can't get through a battle quickly. But I think we should use Rock Slide, because that'll hit both of them. And Staraptor's Aerial Ace did a fair amount of damage against the Gorgeist, but it's using Trick or Treat. I think it's Trick or Treat. Yeah, okay. And we're using Rock Slide, which does okay damage. It's not great. It's not actually very good at all. It's not actually okay. Oh, we will use Iron Head, say, against the Raticate. Or no, because Staraptor has close combat, which is going to faint Raticate because Raticate's a dark and normal type. At least a little bit Raticate is. So instead we will be using Iron Head against the grass type. And Team grew to level 35, wow! People are growing up quick. And this Bullet Seed is also going to prolong this battle. I don't like battles where it's just like nothing happens because you're waiting for animations for forever. But still not quite enough to take it down, goodness sakes. We'll just use another Iron Head then. Or just wait for Staraptor to use Aerial Ace. That works too. And a fair amount of experience points from that. And we defeated the Shadow Grip. I really shouldn't have tempted fate like that. We got good money for winning. This is getting way too close. Fine, I guess I'll just let Ivory deal with you kids herself. Yeah, that's it. Looks like we made it. I'll go on ahead. Follow me inside quickly. Before we do that, though, just a little quick team recap. Pharaoh evolved, Tim evolved, and Ironhide is now catching up in levels. But we are going to put Bite to the front because Tim is now a higher level than Bite. I can't continue on. But here we are. You think I'm really gonna let you walk out of here? You stole the Prison Stone, the very thing needed to seal and unseal the Dark Force. You couldn't possibly want it for anything except evil. I'm afraid, as always, you are quite mistaken, boy. But I'll humor you for a moment. What exactly do you think I have planned? Based on what you've seen of us, please enlighten me. What else? Capturing the legendary bird Pokemon? Stealing the Prison Stone? You intend to plunge Boreas into war and darkness. Interesting. Then I ask you, why would we ever do that? Sending our own region into chaos? What? Well, rule the world? The Dark Force is an incredible power, and I knew it. You can only think of simple, immature motives. You think that the Force we intend to release is only for destruction. In fact, our intent is to save. Save something that we unjustly lost and the world would sacrifice much to regain. What are you talking about? I don't get what you're saying at all. I won't waste any more time explaining. That time can be better spent making sure you and your friends waiting by the door dealt with. Zack, you're right on time. The Shadows have the prison stone and the object needed to release the dark forces. You gotta help me get that thing back. I should have known they wouldn't go quietly. You, Grunt, assist me. Scientists, prepare the backup plan in case we're defeated. Right away. We'll activate the mobile creation pods. Note 2 goodbyes. Please don't take this personally, but we'll have to escort both of you out the hard way. Choose up to 3 Pokemon to battle with. This is a great way to end the episode, using Bite, Pharaoh, and Ironhide, of course, to destroy Ivory. And there's miscellaneous Team Shadow Grunt, as we are challenged by both Team Shadow Admin Ivory and Shadow Grunt. Oh wow, Ivory has an Incineroar. And the Gorgas there makes for quite the foolish sounding Pokemon cry. But I'm rather confident in how this battle is going to end, because Staraptor is a flying type, which means Bulldoze is a good move to use. Because that will hit everyone except Staraptor. Because Staraptor is a flying type. Except it did absolutely nothing. Man, you really would have thought that I would learn. But their speed fell. So that's at least good. And the Incineroar used Swagger. Hopefully Staraptor doesn't take itself out with like a close attack. Because Staraptor does have a very high attack stat. And now we have to wait through a Bola Seed hitting Staraptor multiple times and doing no damage to Staraptor. Staraptor is a flying type. Doing it all 5 times. Wow. I think we'll solve this by just using a dual chop on the Incineroar instead. And of course Staraptor hurt itself, that's confusion. So this battle is going to take much longer than I would like, because nothing is doing damage to that Incineroar. Goodness sakes. I was hoping this would be a one and done quick battle, but it looks like it might take a little more time than I was hoping. The Gorgeist continues to use Bullet Seed, which shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. And it hit 3 times? I'm curious, so if we use Fire Fang on the Gorgeist instead, saying Staraptor can hurt itself, well it does, okay, which is not good for us. Just Bite gonna hurt. Bite didn't hurt himself, so that's good. Fire Fang takes the Gorgeist out, finally at least one of the Pokemon down. Bite gains some XP. And the Incineroar used Dark Larian. Darkest. Doing pretty decent damage to us. But now, Team Shadow Grunt is sent out Eradicate, which makes me tempted to use another Bulldoze just to hit everyone. And that close combat is going to come in rather clutch, because now Staraptor has boosted attack. Might be confused, but the boosted attack is going to make that close combat a killer. And we have boosted attack too, I forgot about that. Which is going to make our Bulldoze good, saying if we land it. Nope, we destroy ourselves with confusion instead. Well darn, because now we might faint. No, we are just very close to it. Alright, well that makes our Bulldoze useless, but at least the Incineroar is finally good. And Bite leveled up. That is also a good outcome. And Ironhide also leveled up. That is a very good outcome. And Bite broke out of its confusion, which is good for us. But Team Shadow Admin Ivory still has 2 more Pokemon. We'll try to use Bite. Unless, yeah, that Psychic Cut wasn't for us. We'll use Bite. Bite, use Bite. And that does a lot of damage. Goodness. That's very good for us. Because now the Alakazam is down. And that leaves just Mischievous. Because if we're fast enough, then we can also use Bite against the Mischievous. Which we are. Bite against the Mischievous, and it goes down. See, that Incineroar, while not Ivory's ace, was much more difficult than Mischievous or Alakazam. Curses! Scientists, activate the backup plan now! I'm sorry I failed you, ma'am. And we got even better money from that. And Ironhide is evolving. Wow, this is just the perfect episode for evolutions. Because now, instead of having an Aeron, we are going to have a new member of the team. The strong, the mighty, the almost powerful and somewhat adorable Lairon. I actually really like Lairon as Pokemon, so that's very cool that 3 of our Pokemon evolved in one episode. How's that? As long as I've got my Pokemon, I'm unstoppable! No, we're unstoppable! Now hand over the Prison Stone! No matter the numbers, we're not beaten yet, assuming they're ready. They should be functional by now, I hope? Yes, ma'am. They are not as powerful as the ones we can synthesize in the lab. However, they should serve well enough as a distraction. What? What are those things? Don't tell me that's the old couple. What did you do to them? They've been optimized into something more fit for our purposes, and right now their purpose is to hold you off while we retreat. Dang it, I don't want to get them away, but we have to help those poor people. Maybe we're not too late. If we can beat them quickly enough, maybe they'll go back to the way they were. Choose up to 3 Pokemon? Well, I guess we can do another 3 Pokemon rather quickly. We'll do Ironhide and I'll let Cross, because they're the weakest 3. Shadow Warriors, attack! They sound like their bites, though. The Shadow Warriors attacked. I guess maybe they are good bites, though, because the scientists sent out the bites. But you know, if this episode runs a little bit long because we take out Shadow Warriors, that is completely alright. Because we can use Rock Slide, maybe? I have no idea how much damage that's. Oh, yeah, that's decent damage, actually. And they're just both going to use Incinerate. And they're focusing on me, which isn't any fun. Which Shadow Warrior were you talking? The one that had already taken damage. That's good for us. We'll use another Rock Slide. Maybe the area was to take that one down. It did. That's good. That is very good for us. Ironhide gains some experience points. And of course, we're going to get focused by another Incinerate. But that's alright, because this Rock Slide is not quite enough. Gosh darn it. The Aerialist is. There we go. And we gained some good experience points. Very good for us. Oh, so it was Gabite fused with the old couple. Oh, what was I doing? We did it! They're okay! Oh, thank you, Jax. And my thanks to you too. Zach, was it? Any longer and we would have been completely overwritten entirely. What matters is that you're safe now. But dang it, they got away with the Prison Stone. So they managed to escape. Jax, you must give chase. If they break the stone and use the bottle inside, then the results could be catastrophic. I know. Do you know where they could be headed, Dr. Hart? If they intend to release the seal on the stone, they'll be heading to the ruins of Void. Only there can the bottle within be obtained. The ruins of Void, he said. Zach, I'm heading back to brief Grandpa on what's happened. While I'm doing that, you should head to Thundercat Mountain. As long as Shadows don't have Zapdos, there's still a chance to stop them. Oh yeah, since you need the HMU strength to navigate the mountain path, you should probably head back to Fallshore City and get the gym badge there. I think I last saw the gym leader back in Telltown, actually. Once you've done that and rescued Zapdos, I'll meet you up with you in Epitome Town. And that seems, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals, the perfect place to end this episode. In this beautiful autumn air, we can just enjoy things as we've done a fair amount this episode. Had plenty of our team members level up and evolve. So if you enjoyed this episode, why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the like button and leave a like. And if you want to be notified every single time I upload, go ahead and ding that little bell right to the right of the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every Friday when I upload new Pokémon Unbound content. Thank you again for tuning in, and remember, don't get lost, but follow the Atlas. I will catch you all later. Peace.